TikToker Brian joined a group of ghost hunters on a chilling exploration inside a hospital said to be haunted.
Por mi norte la luz, por mi sur, por mi este, por mi oeste. Ahí está. Por mi norte, por mi sur, por mi este, por mi oeste. Dios Padre, Hijo, Espíritu Santo. Dios Padre. ¿Quieres que me vaya aquí? Uy, me movieron esa silla. Sí. Entonces, ¿quieres que yo me vaya? Voy a filmar la silla porque van a decir que es hilos, ¿no? ¿Es verdad? Apagaron la luz, 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 apagaron la luz.
Felipe.
Hola. Gonorrea, gonorrea. Se me puso la piel de gallina parica. Mire el gos, mire el gos. ¿Fuiste tú? ¿Alguien pasó allá? Sí, ¿cómo suena el gos? ¿Eres la misma entidad con la que yo estaba hablando ahorita? ¿No? Escucho sillas de ruedas. ¿Eres un hombre? Marica, la luz. ¡Ay! ¡Mire la luz allá, huevón! Momentico. Apagaron la luz. Voy para allá. Uy, mi madre. Ay, jue puta. ¿Y eso dónde sale?
Que todo está bien, están escuchando ruidos también acá abajo.
Nada está bien. Aquí me están azotando, me están prendiendo las luces de las habitaciones y tirándome camillas.
No, Felipe, si es que si usted está completamente abandonado, como le digo, allá en esa bala no hay luz, no hay luz.
Me acaban de cerrar una puerta. Voy a entrar a la puerta que me cerraron. No. No me... Uy. ¡Jueputa! Oscar.
¿Qué pasó?
Marica, había un niño, huevón.
¡Jueputa!
Oscar, había un niño, huevón.
The night began with strange sounds and objects moving on their own, but things escalated fast. While recording, Brian captured what looked like the figure of a child lurking in the shadows. The sight shook him so much, he stopped filming. But just days later, a new twist emerged.
Ahí estoy grabando.
Ahí me acalambré. Yo ahí me acalambré. Mira. Ya ahí me acalambré, marico. Yo ahí no daba para caminar ya, yo voy a poder jugar con el bote solo. Mira. Yo no se ve la cadera de ella ni la mano, mami.
¿Y tú la viste?
Sí, claro. Ahí donde estaba, lo estaba viendo y yo estaba que me moría, marico. Y ahí no podía caminar yo. Mira, ahí está cerrando la puerta. Mira, ahí está cerrando. Después yo le digo, vete para allá adentro. Mira, yo le dije, vete para allá adentro. Aquí no vengas a molestar. A ver, tú cómo abres la puerta. Y ya. Madre, estaba que me tiraba del... Y yo hablaba de cagadera.
Sí, pero acá, la puerta amaneció abierta.
Todo eso estaba abierto en la mañana. Yo cerré, salí embadado.
A security camera caught something eerie on tape at the same location. Was it the spirit of the same child? Or just another elaborate hoax? You decide. A woman named Marie Louise, a photographer and explorer, shared a video on Facebook that left many viewers stunned. While on an adventure with friends, she ventured deep into one of the most remote and eerie caves she'd ever encountered. They were documenting the journey as they went, but what their camera captured was something they never expected.
Atau terlalu tinggi, maksudnya tinggi, dati deu ficar para ganhar a placa. E tem pensado que cobra $2,50 para luna. Quando ancora si ritrava, para ganhar placa, mas se não mestra stop, a investigação não te traga mais nada, ganha salário. Então, é 3 reais, pelo que eu aqui dentro da cara construída, uma vez a unidade. Oficina. Hai visto l'officina però? Hai trovato campamento? Stop, a investigação não te traga mais nada, ganha salário. Então, é 3 reais.
A investigação não te traga mais nada, ganha salário.
If you look closely near the left side of the screen, just behind a rock, a strange green figure can be seen hiding in the shadows. None of them noticed it at the time, but once reviewed later, the group was shaken. According to them, no known animal could survive in that part of the cave. There's no light, no grass, no food source, and the oxygen is extremely thin. So, what was it? Let us know what you think in the comments. On November 14th, 2025, a small family rented an Airbnb for a few days while traveling out of town for a wedding. Everything seemed normal at first, until one night, after returning from walking their dog. As they entered the house, something strange happened.
We were just out walking my dog, and when we came in, we heard Jesus Christ. Grinch!
Without warning, the leash attached to the dog's collar suddenly jerked upward, lifting into the air before wrapping itself around the dog. It looked as if someone had violently yanked it from the stairs, but no one was there. No movement, no footsteps, nothing. Sydney, the woman who recorded the video, was completely baffled, and so was the Airbnb host when she sent them the footage. But this wouldn't be the only clip she captured.
Okay, so this is the leash. There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something. Every single day.
The following day, Sydney placed the leash back on the stairs to see if it would move again. This time, the leash stayed still, but her dog began acting strangely. Almost immediately, the dog started sniffing, pacing, and searching the area as if something unseen was nearby. Yet, once again, nothing could be seen. Sydney even checked under the rug, thinking something might be causing her dog's behavior, but there was nothing there. However, there was one detail she hadn't noticed at first, until reviewing multiple videos. Watch closely.
So I wanted to show you guys some footage of my dog with these stairs. So here's another clip that I got of her doing it, walk over and see her, and she was so locked into this.
In every clip, her dog only lingered around a specific section of the stairs, always the middle or lower steps, never the top. If it weren't for this pattern, Sydney might not have realized something was off.
So I think I figured out why my dog just is always hanging out right here. So I just found a door back here. So I don't think that it's what's on the stairs. I tried to check, but the door is locked. Obviously it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up. Yeah, I don't think that it's what's on the stairs like what I initially thought. I think it's what's below.
Considering that space beneath the stairs sits lower to the ground, it suddenly made sense why her dog avoided the upper steps. It seemed like she was sensing something below. Curious and uneasy, Sydney and her sister decided to investigate further, recording as they approached the area. That's when they captured something else.
So this is the switch. You guys can see the light is on right there. I wonder if
just maybe there's someone right behind the door.
oh my god.
Almost immediately after Sydney pulled out her phone, the doorknob beneath the stairs suddenly turned. The handle moved clearly, as if someone on the other side was trying to open it, but no one was seen. At first, Sydney assumed another person must be inside the house. She contacted the Airbnb host and asked if anyone else was renting the property. The answer was no.
Sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb, and hold on, let me turn asking like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week.
Realizing it wasn't another guest was oddly reassuring, but it didn't explain what had just happened. And what made it worse was the fact that the doorknob continued to move occasionally afterward.
Do it.
Yeah. Scary. Okay. Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
As it turns out, the door led to a basement. Then, out of nowhere, Sydney's phone was yanked forward, pulled toward the basement before tumbling down the steps and landing face first. But just before it fell, something even stranger occurred. The phone moved on its own, again, and then, impossibly, it lifted into the air before dropping. No footsteps, no shadows, no one nearby. Neither Sydney nor the Airbnb host could explain what they were seeing. It's no surprise many viewers believe this was paranormal. To Sydney and her sister, that's exactly what it felt like. Whatever was inside that basement didn't seem to appreciate their attention. From a leash moving on its own, to a door turning from the inside, to a phone being pulled downward, what really happened in this Airbnb remains unknown. But, as always, you be the judge. On December 6th, 2025, a strange video surfaced online, posted by a man who initially thought he was just seeing things. His social media page is usually filled with travel clips and family moments, but this video was different. Molina says he recorded the footage sometime earlier while waiting inside a hospital. As he sat there, he suddenly heard a loud noise coming from outside. Assuming it came from a car parked near the entrance, he decided to take a closer look. That's when he noticed something in the passenger seat. At first glance, it didn't make sense, because the vehicle appeared to have been abandoned for quite some time. No movement, no signs of anyone inside, but something was definitely there.
Estamos en este momento en el microhospital, escuchamos un golpe y nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno, ¿quién está entrando? Cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro. Y miramos dentro del auto y dijimos, oh, pues si el auto... ¿Qué mierda es? Lo peor de todo es que no queremos salir. O sea, no, un miedo, la puta madre. Lo peor de todo es que se mueve adentro el auto y no hay nadie. O sea, ahora vamos a ir a controlar el auto. Pero parece como si fuese un reflejo. La puta madre. No. Ya, salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira. Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano. Piel de gallina. Cagazo. Nadie. Nadie. Un montón. Es un montón. Mierda. Y encima nos mira la puta que te parió. No, chavo. No. Desapareció. La concha.
Thinking maybe someone was messing with him, Molina walked closer and checked around the car. If this were a prank, the backseat would have been the perfect place to hide. But, as we can see, it's completely empty. With no explanation and his nerves getting the best of him, Molina decides to walk away. But moments later, he turns back for one final look. And that's when it happens. Out of nowhere, the face appears again. This time clearer and far more terrifying than before. Completely shaken, Molina stops recording and uploads the video. Interestingly, it's the only recent post on his page and includes very little explanation or context. But even without it, the footage speaks for itself. Whether it was a reflection, a prank, or something far more unsettling, one thing is certain: this video is hard to forget. This terrifying footage was recorded by a young man named Axel Lozer and uploaded to his account on June 4th, 2024. Axel says he was inside a university bathroom when he suddenly began hearing strange noises echoing through the stalls. At first, he brushed it off, but the sounds continued. Feeling uneasy and knowing he was completely alone, he pulled out his phone and started recording. What happens next is chilling.
Quiero que vean, estoy ahorita en el baño de la universidad. Pero el pedo ahorita es que acabo de terminar de hacer el baño y pues estaba todo normal. Pero ahorita están ruidos raros y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada, vean. Acá tampoco, vean. Aquí tampoco hay nada. Y aquí pues tampoco, vean. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero a ver, hoy. Escuchar. ¿Escucharon? No hay nada.
Axel hears the noise again and begins checking each stall one by one. Every toilet is empty. No footsteps, no movement, no explanation. But the camera captures something Axel didn't notice at the time. For a split second, a disturbing face appears inside one of the toilets, staring back, before vanishing almost instantly.
No hay nada.
Axel only realized what had been captured later, when he reviewed the footage. Seeing the face left him completely shaken. Since the video was posted, many viewers believe the bathroom may be haunted, pointing to the unexplained sounds and the sudden appearance of the figure. So what do you think? Was this a glitch, a prank, or something far more disturbing caught on camera?